welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Today we are doing a pick a card on will you end up together, okay? Tapping into the energy between you and your person, seeing what's going on, seeing how everything is going to play out for you guys. So I'm super excited per usual to get into it. As usual, I do offer private tarot readings. You can check them out in the description on Etsy. And other than that, we're going to jump right in. We have group 1 with the Santa Muerte Tarot and the Citrine Point. Per usual, pause the video if you're needing more times with the piles if I'm going a bit too fast. We have group 2 with the Crystal Visions Tarot and the Rose Quartz Point. We have group 3 with the Modern Witch Tarot and the Tiger's Eye Point. And we have group 4 with the Star Tarot and the Clear Quartz Point. If I can get it out. Clear Quartz Point. It's like a tongue twister. So spend as much time as you need with the piles. Like I said, pause the video if you're needing more time. Other than that, we're just going to get right into it, okay? Will you end up together and your journey? All right, if you chose group 1 with the Santa Muerte Tarot and the Citrine Point, this is your reading. We're going to get into will you end up together. We're also going to see what may be blocking you, what's in the way, what's going on, what's in your person's mind. We're really going to get into everything that could possibly, anything and everything that we could possibly find. So let's see what's going on. Jump straight in. See what's going on. We got two-way street, short-term and spiritual based. So tapping right into the energy, I do feel like this is a higher level connection. This isn't some fly-by-the-night character you just so happen to meet. I do feel like there's substance here in this connection. Short-term, just passing through. Interesting. Honestly, I feel like your person didn't expect to feel as much as they did for you, because I'm definitely getting an energy like someone's caught completely off guard. At the bottom of the romance deck, we have a new beginning, a fresh start in love is what it says at the bottom of the card. And I find that interesting that that's the card on the bottom of the deck after your cards fell out, because I feel like your person, like, you know, they kind of jumped into this connection like they normally do. The flirtation was likely like really good in the beginning. There was a lot of flirtation, a lot of communication, and it was just like really exciting. You were excited, they were excited. And then all of a sudden I get this pause energy where it's like, wait, I think that there's more to this connection than I originally thought. Spiritual based, you know, this person seems to be different. That's how they kind of looked at you. The bottom of the card, it says spiritual connection. And then this is where I feel like we're at now. Two-way street. Everybody matters is what it says at the bottom of the card. I don't feel like this necessarily means that you're not in communication. I don't feel like this even means that you have a bad dynamic with this person right now. The energy that I'm getting with this is that this is more about like you feeling like, okay, I'm noticing I'm putting in more energy than they're putting these days. Like there's just like an energy, and it's just right now, it's kind of like, okay, you know, it's something that I'm noticing. Like I feel like this energy is growing. I don't feel like the complete dynamic is only you're reaching out at this time. Ooh, we have sexual attraction and playa. And that's exactly what I was getting before. Literally. Playa. Someone likes to play the field is what it says at the bottom of that card. That's the energy I was getting before, where it's like the connection started how it usually does for this person. I feel like they're a flirt. I feel like they're someone who likes to flirt. They like to, you know, they like that playful banter. They like attention. They like, you know, the whole nine. They want the whole thing. You know, they want to have fun. That's how they like to start romantic connections. Like with a little flirtation, they like to build that tension, you know. They may have kind of, you know, dangled their flirtation in front of you a bit and then pulled it back, like give you a little hot and cold, but not hot and cold to the point where it's like hurting your feelings, at least not in the beginning. Hot and cold where it's like it makes you want more, so it kind of like brings you out of your shell a bit because you're starting to crave their energy and attention just how they like your energy and attention. So I feel like that's the way this started. Playa, but you definitely caught them totally off guard. Honestly, I feel like they fall back on sexual connections. I feel like that's their go-to. Like when they want to just, I feel like the energy may build and build and build with this person, and that's how they release without being vulnerable. Strong sexual vibes is what it says at the bottom of the card. Tapping into their energy, it feels like that's how they usually kind of go about connections, you know? When they like someone, they're intimate with them, and that's how they kind of like get to relieve that tension. And then I honestly, with the playa, it feels like they're on to the next. And with you, it seems like they can't really do that. Either you guys haven't gotten close enough to where you have that sensual connection. They may not want to go that route with you because they do feel this spiritual based connection. Or maybe you guys did lean, you know, you guys were intimate, and now it's like, okay, you're feeling like this is a two-way street. I'm not getting your energy, your attention as much anymore. And you're noticing that. And I feel a little bit of a panic, but for me, for the most part, this still feels kind of light. I don't feel like you guys are in a super stuck place yet. Some of you guys are. The energy will vary at least a little bit, but yeah, we got the love card at the bottom of the oracle deck. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So the underlying energy is this person, I feel like they want to take things further. We got self-esteem, failure, and discipline. There's two things I'm picking up on here. Self-esteem, this person, you know, they get that boost of self-esteem by having multiple people trying to date them at the same time. This is always how they've maintained who they, like, their perspective of who they are, which is a very, very dangerous thing. I feel like in the last couple of years, the last year really, we've become hyper aware of how damaging it can be to base your perspective of yourself off of likes and attention and people and da 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 da. And this person, honestly, because honestly, I can't even say like this person's a bad person. I'm not getting a bad energy. And I always pick up on F-boy, F-girl energy like right away, even beyond the cards. But even though we got playa, sensual attraction, I still get a very genuine energy from your person. Like they want to proceed, but at the same time, it's not just like, okay, I'm afraid to be vulnerable, which I do see that too. We got the discipline card. So on one hand, they don't know if they're ready to like really, I don't feel like the vulnerability per se is even the problem. We may get that from the tarot. I feel like the problem is if they're not getting attention from all sorts of people, the cracks may begin to show as far as what they truly think of themselves. They'll have to truly look at themselves and say, okay, what do I think of myself now? Well, I'm always getting this attention, so I know I'm a good person. You know what I mean? And then for two, it's like the discipline of maintaining like, okay, I have to be conscious of another person. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as extreme as like having a child where you're literally responsible for them, but relationships take responsibility. Relationships are not for the weak, and it's not like a game. Relationships can be very fun, but yeah, you do have to be mindful of other people and how they feel, and you do have to show them consistently that you care for them, and you know, you have to give them that affection and attention. And I don't know that they're ready for that. They're used to just kind of getting showered with attention and energy to the point where they're thinking about this relationship in a serious way. Again, good energy, you know what I mean? Just because the way that they're looking at it, the way that they're considering. A lot of people like jump into relationships without addressing whether or not they're ready, and then, you know, the relationships fall apart. But the fact that this person is even being proactive in their thoughts is a good thing. But these are the main things I feel like is the holdup here. I feel like this person may be acting differently towards you. Perhaps you guys started off in a in like a flirtation, you know, situation, and then all of a sudden they pulled completely back and you're like, did I do something to offend you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of you really don't know what's going on or why things have changed so drastically when we haven't even got here. But this person, they think way. They're thinking way ahead in advance, and it's gotta be because of the spiritual connection, because again, everything else honestly indicates that this person is used to kind of getting their way, doing what they want, and kind of just going about their business. Self-esteem, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And failure, ooh, now here's the tea. I'm definitely going to get into the tarot. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. They've either mishandled a past situation, or honestly what I heard was parents. They may have divorced parents, or their parents maybe didn't end up together. And I feel like there's a little bit of animosity, like someone left. And I don't feel like it's the father figure, surprisingly. I feel like this person has animosity towards their mother. Like, we're getting like way into their tea. But that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, perhaps their mom checked out, or they hated how she wouldn't stand up for them, like, you know, your person and their siblings, or I don't know. There's definitely some sort of animosity. They've seen a failed relationship or had one, and they will not do that again, or they don't. I feel like this connection is bringing up a lot of things that, yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. That is definitely a failed relationship. That is something going completely left. And, no freaking way. At the bottom of the deck, we have the freaking Mother, the Queen of Cups. That is insane. I feel like this is a mother wound that this person has. And it's affected them so deeply. Knight of Swords under that. Wow. It's affected how they proceed in relationships. It's affected how they perceive relationships. This goes really deep for this person. And I feel like this is one of the first time they're really confronted with these thoughts and these feelings. Like, they don't want to see themselves be that person. And I feel like, again, I keep going back to the view that they have on themselves, because they see themselves as a player. They won't be what their father was to their mother. They won't do that to another person. But if that's how they've built their confidence, that kind of creates this rocky environment for a relationship to start. So, okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. They want to be different. They want a new start, I'm hearing with that. So that makes me think that they may have, yeah, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands. They're a bit guilty. I don't feel like they're hung up on an ex or anything, but I do feel like, okay, so for one of you, this person may be in a relationship and they're staying with that person because they already hurt them in the past, and they're trying to make up for it because they have this mother wound or this parent wound. So that's like one of your situation, and you'll know if that's your situation or not. But for most of you, they're out of this relationship. They're not hung up on an ex, but what they do know is Ten of Wands in reverse. I will never be the Page of Wands again and handle a relationship like I have before, because I know better. I've seen, and I don't want to be the monster that, you know, I hated as a kid. You guys, I didn't think we were going to get this deep today. So, oh wait, I thought I saw one card was flipped. Maybe it wasn't. I'm gonna reshuffle the deck, and I'm gonna get into, will you guys end up together? I feel like we got plenty enough backstory. We got the Queen of Wands, the Hangman, and the Moon. So if anyone, you would be the person that they would want to move forward with. We got the Queen of Wands. They see you as a great fit, someone who's passionate, someone who's ready, someone who's strong-willed, someone who won't let them get away with, you know, when they slip back into their player habits. My only, yeah, I was just gonna say, my only concern, and it's showing up in the cards with the Moon here, their only concern is, how am I gonna fill the void of getting all of that attention? You know what I mean? Like, can it turn to a toxic thing? A lot of people do this. A lot of people do this when they're used to getting a lot of attention, and they finally commit and they get in a relationship. They start creating drama and problems and jealousy for you know, to feel like they're still being fought over, to still get that ego boost, to still get that confirmation of who they are, because their perception of themselves is based in other people and what they will do and, you know, for them. Their only concern is whether they're ready. They feel like they're ready. We got the Hangman. But I do, honestly, I just feel like it's a little bit of fear here with the Moon card. This person's getting ready to go all in. Oh, wow. We got the 10 of Cups here. Wow. Will you guys be in a relationship? I definitely feel you will be in a relationship. I feel like this person is struggling. But as far as like, will you guys end up together? I'm getting that as a yes. We have the Moon card. They don't know how, they don't know when, but I feel like they feel like they have no choice but to surrender because, yeah, look at this. I never read cards that come out sideways. I usually turn them clockwise, but we got the Ace of Swords. I do feel like this came out sideways specifically because this person doesn't know how they're going to make this happen. They don't know how they're going to really do this relationship, and they feel like this is a higher level connection. They feel like this is a spiritual based connection. They feel like you're the person that they're supposed to be with, but they also kind of feel like, okay, this is challenging because I'm really gonna have to change who I am. We got the Six of Wands. The universe is in support. I'm getting all supportive energy here where it's like, listen, you have the ability to do it. You have much more power than you think. You're much more capable than you think. And I just feel like, yeah, Lovers in reverse. I feel like they just really don't want to mess up. And bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So this is like a situation with a lot of doubt. Lovers in reverse. No one believes that we're actually going to be together. No one believes that on either party. Is like, you're doubtful at this point. Like, I don't think they have it in them. They're doubtful. But I feel like through a string of serendipity and random luck and synchronicity, the universe will kind of make it work. And I feel like it's only your job to surrender and vice versa. Emperor in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Honestly, I feel like both parties are kind of at a loss as to how to approach this situation. Emperor in reverse, they feel like the best way to approach what they want to do is just kind of jump right in. But they are doubtful that that will work, so I feel them kind of stuck, not doing anything. Queen of Pentacles, you want to provide them like a strong foundation. You want to let them know that I'm here for you, I support you, and we can do this. And you want to just be very comforting and communicate, but at the same time, you either seen that doesn't seem to be helping the situation, or you know, perhaps you have a throat chakra block because you don't want to pressure them into anything and have them be like, you know what, forget it, you know, and run completely away. So it's like kind of like you're sitting there you know, tongue-tied, like you're not saying anything, and it's like neither of you feel like the way that you would typically go about this, or the way that you're most compelled to go about this, is appropriate. They don't feel like jumping right into this relationship is appropriate, even though they really want to. And you don't feel like trying to communicate with them and being soft is the best, you know, way to go about this situation either anymore, or you may have a throat chakra block. Work on that, work on that, work on that, you guys. Seriously, I've had a throat chakra block in a relationship, and it is like seriously the worst thing to have so much to say but not to feel like you can. Trying to see where I want to jump into. I kind of want to jump into the advice cards, but I almost feel like there's one more thing that needs to be said. Like I said, I do see that you guys are going to be together. We got the 10 of Cups here. Lovely couple energy. With that Lovers in reverse, that's just so freaking harsh. I cannot ignore it. Like Lovers in reverse and all of this doubt. But I feel like the universe is in, you know, support of the connection, and the universe isn't going to support it if it wouldn't be mutually beneficial. And honestly, with the spiritual based connection, perhaps this is a, you know, past life lover situation, or this is a soulmate type of situation. Like there's definitely something more here. I love it. We got the collaboration of souls, soul on fire, and interestingly enough, nourish the sacred feminine. So the feminine in this situation needs nourishment. I feel like, you know, well, we all have a masculine and feminine energy, but whoever identifies as the divine feminine in this situation, the divine feminine energy, seriously, if that's you, you need to nourish yourself. I would honestly take some time, not even to think about the situation because it's just kind of stressing you out at this point, and to really practice your self-care. We have collaboration of souls, so I almost get an energy where the universe is kind of pushing you guys together because, again, this is how they see you, that Queen of Wands, you know, soul on fire energy. This is the place that they want to be, and I feel like they just have a bit of trauma that they haven't really worked through. Things that they don't want to experience either again or period. Here's the advice we have for you. The first one says, if you pay close attention, you will notice that all doors that were once closed are opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned. And when we were tapping into when we first pulled from the love romance deck, I remember at the bottom of the deck, it was like new beginning, I'm pretty sure. And that's what I'm feeling here. I feel like neither of you really know what to do, so the universe is coming in to help. So you guys are going to get a new shot, and I feel like it's going to be a new foundation built. Like, if things got messy in the past, I feel like you guys are going to clear that and move forward. And then the second one says, your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Lovely movement. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. So yeah, definitely nourishing your divine feminine so that you can stay grounded, you can stay, you know, in peace, not making any impulse decisions, and just allowing the universe to work. Like I said, I do see you guys ending up together, group one. So that is what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Other than that, that was your spread, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group two with the Crystal Visions Tarot and the Rose Quartz Point, this is your reading. We're getting into will you end up together? And not sure what to even expect from this reading because group one ended up being a really super deep reading. So we'll see what the vibe is. But basically, I want to know how your person's feeling. I want to know what's going on in this situation. Anything you're not aware of. Will you guys end up together, of course? What's going on? All right, so I'm definitely picking up on immediately there's some sort of change in this situation. This could be a change in the dynamic. Let me see if I can fix the lights. This could be a change in the dynamic. This could be a change happening within a person. I just got an image of a lotus too, a lotus flower kind of opening up. We have deep level, deep loved base connection, and then we have self-focus, focusing on self. So I feel like you guys have been really focusing on yourself and vice versa, like you weren't even expecting a relationship. I feel like you guys maybe got to the point personally where you're like, I honestly don't care if a relationship comes or not. I'm not going to spend my days focusing on whether or not a relationship is going to come to me. I feel like you guys were just focused on yourself and focusing on trying to make your life, you know, the best that it can be, and that kind of thing. And then there's like a change of plans here. At the bottom of this card, it says cutting out what no longer fits. Let me see if I can change the light. Hold on. It always looks so dark to me. Maybe that'll help. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have success, dreams come true. So tapping into this energy, I feel like this is exactly how it was always supposed to be. So immediately I get this energy from the universe where the universe is really kind of nurturing you, trying to calm you down, because I do feel that I feel a little bit of anxiety, like kind of like just a tenseness in your chest. And I feel like it's because you can tell that there's a deep level of connection here, and of course you don't want to lose it. But it's just funny how this turned up. It's like, man, I really was focusing on myself, and you got to a point where you actually surrendered to even, like, you know, focusing on a relationship and trying to force anything to work. Love it. We got progress, learning, and long-term. At the bottom of long-term, it says in it for the long run. So I feel like this is just like a hiccup in the plan, you know, editing. I feel like that's definitely an energy of, all right, we got to change some things. We have to adjust here. Lessons in love. At the bottom of learning, it's like, okay, we're learning to get to know each other. We're learning how each other communicates. We're learning, like, how people need to be loved. Like, okay, do you just need space and then you'll come back to me, or do you want to talk things through? Like, what kind of person are you? I feel like you guys are having a little bit of trouble trying to find a middle ground in terms of how you need to be communicated with and handled. Like, I feel like that's the biggest hiccup. Like, you can't just close off on me when I'm like getting intense. You can't just close off on me, because that's gonna make it worse, you know what I mean? And then some people are like, listen, if things get really, really tense, I just need a break. We need to walk away. We need to give it space to breathe and come back to it later. And I feel like you guys may have two different ways of communicating or handling things, and that's how we kind of got here. But we're learning, we're making progress. Forward movements in love is what it says at the bottom of this card. So immediately tapping into your energy, I feel like this is definitely a learning curve, and I feel like that's the biggest hiccup in the connection. Honestly, I feel like the intimacy is on point, and I'm talking emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, all forms of intimacy. I feel like you guys feel really close together. I feel like you guys really love each other's energy. I feel a mutual, like, need as well. But there's just like this kind of figuring out process, like, okay, how do we communicate? What's the best way to come at this? How do I get what I want out of this situation without stepping on the other person's toes? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely a rocky spot. Definitely someone got their feelings hurt. Someone feels like, I'm hearing like, no, you still owe me an apology. Like, they never apologize for something that they said or did, even though they know that it's wrong, and you guys have maybe moved forward from that. I don't feel like there was an official apology. Someone feels owed an apology for something that someone else did here. One of these flipped. We got the Queen of Wands. Ooh, and she ain't standing down either. She's waiting for her apology. So whoever's divine feminine in this energy is really not budging. Queen of Wands is Aries energy, like just not backing down. Not backing down. Like, this is, if you want to move forward, this is the proper way we have to do it. You have to apologize. You can't just like, oh, here we go. We got the King of Cups and the Unknown card. The Crystal Visions Tarot is one of the few tarot decks that include a card like this, like an unknown card. And yeah, they whoever the masculine is in this situation is honestly a little intimidated by the Queen of Wands. She's scary. She's a little scary. They're a bit intimidated. They don't know how to come at it. I get a dog with the tail between the legs type of energy. Like, they're kind of avoiding you, or tarot is fluid, by the way. So whoever's energy applies wherever, just apply it how it applies to your situation. I just give you all the options, and you like ultimately kind of put that together. But I'm definitely getting an energy where someone doesn't want to step on someone's toes. Like, someone doesn't want to make someone uncomfortable. This may be an energy, honestly, of you taking it too far. And now you're afraid. You don't know how to take action, because divine masculine energy, especially coming up in a tarot spread, is not only applying to the divine masculine in the connection. So this King of Cups in reverse may be, I don't know how to come about getting back to a comfortable space with my person again, because I kind of chewed them out, or I did a bit too much and they're completely turned off. Now they're not giving me energy, attention. They don't really want to talk to me, and I don't know how to put this back together. So that could be, you know, your energy. Yep, the Magician in reverse. I do not know how to fix this. I did not know how to manifest a new beginning. It's just a lot of questions here. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. You know what, you guys? This is crazy. I'm hearing, don't mess with me. Bruh, this is insanity. I feel like someone is really willing to fight for their love, and I feel like that's your energy, because this person, you tried it, they're trying it. And again, this could be vice versa. You could be talking to someone new and now they're really wanting to double back because they can see you posting on social media that you're going out, or they're not feeling your energy as much anymore, whether you haven't seen each other for a while, or that's because you're starting to put your energy and attention elsewhere. Someone is feeling it and they're ready to, girl, boy, they are ready to go in. Oh my God. Someone is aware of a third-party situation, or they're suspicious of a third-party situation, and they're like, I will cut you. Like, they're not playing. Like, Queen of Swords in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. Someone went from hurt to pissed off. And I honestly feel like it's this Queen of Wands. Like, I feel like it's the divine feminine, like the roller coaster of emotions. Because the reason I say they tried that is because, okay, we had a little falter in our relationship, our connection got out of order, but now you're taking this as a pass to be a coward and to go try to talk to other people. Absolutely not. It's like, let's finish what we started. So I just feel like it's gone from sadness to, like, it went from angry to sad to angry again. And there's just like this roller coaster of our emotions, and whoever's feeling this roller coaster is absolutely over it. And it's pissing you off that you even let someone make you this angry, or, you know, they may be pissed off if this is your energy, that you're going to pursue other connections just because they, you know, fumbled. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel an energy of ownership here, where someone kind of felt like, you know, it was in the bag. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like, it was in the bag. You were supposed to be mine. And then now things have changed. And now I don't even feel like it's just a lot of displaced anger. Like, you may be angry at the situation now, just angry. So let's see. Will they end up together? We have message in a bottle, so there is going to be communication with you guys soon. And the communication has been a long time coming, and honestly, it's a bit insulting. Like, the way that they're coming back is just like, hey, or after all is said and done, you've healed and you're deciding to open yourself and move on. They're coming through and they're like, hey, what's up? And it's like, that's all you got to say? You know what I mean? Like, hey. And flexible. So I would say be open. I would say be open to their communication, because, I mean, in the beginning of this spread, we started off with such a bang, like deep level connection, long-term connection. You weren't even, it's like when you least expect it, that's when true love really does come through. It's just that's the way it always happens. Like, you always end up in a romantic situation that's really, really, like, it has a lot of energy behind it, always unexpectedly. Focusing on yourself. And I feel like this situation can be fixed. I feel like you can make progress, or, you know what? I'm getting another energy. This may be someone that you've split up from a while ago, like a year plus ago, or 9 months plus ago, like months ago. 6 months at least. Like, this may be someone you haven't talked to in a while. You haven't had something with in a while. You both started to date other people, and you're learning these learning lessons through other people, and then you're coming back together. Message in a bottle. Wow, it's been a long time since I heard of you. I always use the example, like, if you're cast away on an island, you know, you send a message in a bottle, they ain't gonna get it the next day. You know, they may get it the next month if you're lucky. You know what I mean? It may be months before you hear back from someone. I feel like one of these flipped over. Maybe it didn't. And so the universe is telling you to be flexible because to a degree, I don't feel like you genuinely forgot about them, literally. But I do feel like it's kind of like, oh, I forgot about you. Like, there's a little bit of that energy here. I do feel like this story, it still remains to be true. You know what? I honestly feel like you're both dating other people. I feel like someone saw the other person dating other people first, and then you started to open yourself up to dating other people, or vice versa, however it applies. And at this point, you're both dating other people. Okay, let's get some more information. This spread is a freaking roller coaster in itself, honestly. Oh, we got the loyal heart card, so it's like I can't really seem to get away from you, and it's not in a bad way, like, go away, I can't seem to get away from you. It's like, my heart is still yours. I'm still loyal to you, even though I've been unloyal to you, talking or, you know, to other people, dating other people. And then we both started to do it, and because both of you and your heart, you know, are loyal to each other, have been loyal to each other, have always, you know, seen each other as like the one that got away, or, you know, the feelings didn't fade. I feel like things got confusing and intense and uncomfortable, but both of you, like, how you feel about this person never really changed. Besides, okay, this person may need more work than I initially thought, but how you like feel, not like the thoughts that you think, oh, this person may not be ready, this person is rude, da da da, but like the feeling that you get when you're around this person. You know, if you were no thoughts, head empty, that feeling that you just feel for them, that has never gone away for both parties. And we have happy, happy, and milk and honey. There's a lot of compatibility here, especially with the milk and honey. A great pair, bliss, happy, happy. Honestly, will you end up together? I want to say yes, but I feel like there's like this lapse in time for sure. Like, I feel like there's this lapse in time where you guys didn't speak to each other, where there was either no communication or the communication was bad. Like, I do feel like there's a break here, and things got a little like, honestly, I feel like you guys just, the best way to summarize it is you both kind of went and did your own things. Like, you went on your own journeys, you learned lessons through other people. We have the fixed moon, hold your vision. So you've definitely been thinking about this person a lot lately. Even though you may have let them go and started to do your own thing, started to focus on, you know, just other things, moving on with your life, there's still a lot of thoughts and hope that you have for this connection. I keep hearing the one that got away too. Ooh, I freaking love it. Look at this. Oh my God. Both cards, we have the new moon and the new moon in Libra. New moon in Libra said a new romantic cycle begins. The new moon itself says a new start is coming. So they're both talking about new beginnings and new starts, and the universe is saying, listen, with this fixed moon, keep your eye on the prize, focus on what you want. And I feel like it's kind of hard for you to focus on what you want and to even manifest the situation, because you don't want to feel like you're manifesting something bad. I don't feel like you're manifesting what happened in the past. I think what happened in the past is what happened, and that's it. And if you do feel like there's something that you need to say, speak your piece right away. I'm talking right away. You know, don't hold on to that and observe them. Speak your piece. This is what affected me. And it's really good to do, because that also tells you where people are at. Like, if they need more time, they may get defensive, they may blow up on you, da da da. But if they're willing to take responsibility when you know, approach them and say, this is how the past made me feel, this is what I'm feeling about the past, you know, but whatever, say whatever you gotta say. And if they can take that on the chin and move forward, that's just further confirmation for you that, okay, this is actually something that we can move forward with. Like, there's something here. So we have the disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out is what it says. At the bottom of that one, at the bottom of the deck, okay, we got the cardinal moon. It says be bold and make the first move. So some of you guys may want to consider making that first move. Some of you guys aren't into it. Some of you guys, maybe I could just reach out to them, no big deal. That's up to you. But tapping in, I do feel like you guys are going to get a do-over. If I had to say a solid yes or no, I would say yes. You will end up with this person. At the bare minimum, I'll say that you're going to get a new start with this person. You will have the opportunity to. Whether or not you see what you need to see and you move forward, or whether or not, you know, you feel like you want to, because sometimes we like spend so much time feeling like, oh, there's someone that got away, or feeling like, oh, this relationship could have had so much potential. But once you're in that relationship, you realize like something has changed within me internally that doesn't even resonate with the situation anymore. And some people just move on because of that. So I feel like I said, at least you'll have the opportunity. And look at this. We have, if it is meant to be, it will be. You don't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. So two differentiating approaches here. Do whatever one you feel is appropriate, because to be honest, I feel like I said, both of you guys have like, you know, moved on, talked to other people, you know, continue with your life, learn lessons, grown, etc. So I don't feel like it really matters who reaches out. Let it flow, let it be, let it come to you. You're attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. So I do feel like you will get an opportunity moving forward. Find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Allow your heart and it says follow your heart and always trust your intuition. Go deep within, find your triggers and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. So tapping into this energy, the universe is saying continue to go on that journey of self-love you've been doing. And I feel like that was the frustrating thing in the first place. You were on a self-love journey, self-focus journey, where you were worrying about yourself, and then this person came in the mix and like kind of threw you off, and now you're trying to get back to where you were in the beginning, and it's just frustrating. You know what I mean? And then we have, if you're noticing changes within you, it's because you're leaving the old version of yourself behind. You're elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending, and new beginnings are on the horizon. That's the third. No, we had four. We had the one in the beginning at the bottom of the deck. We had the two moon cards talking about a new beginning, and now we have yet another new beginning card here. New beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. So I do see you guys getting a second chance at this. I do see you guys being able to move forward. And like I said, it's feeling like an opportunity. If I had to say a solid yes or no, just to fulfill the reading, I would say yes. But this is realistically an opportunity that not all of you guys are going to take. And I feel like it depends on the person's energy and how they're reacting and how they're moving. And if you still feel like, because that's another thing, like, and that's why marriage is such like a heavy thing to really think about, because you're making an agreement, no matter how you change and continue to grow as a person, I'm going to do this journey of life with you. You know what I mean? So sometimes when people grow and they change, it's like, dang, I just had an example like on the tip of my tongue about this. That is so annoying that I can't remember this. There's a couple that I just thought about, and it, as soon as it came in, it left. But I guess we could use this as an example. You remember when Kanye was going on his whole Jesus tour and he came out with his gospel album? I remember seeing something that he said about Kim, like he was talking about the way she dressed or something like that, and she was like, skirt. This is exactly how I was when you married me. Just because you're on a Jesus kick doesn't mean that, you know, now you should, like, now you're getting on me. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. So anyways, perseverance and success. I know that the greater goal is to love. Perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is a relationship with potential. This is a relationship we can move forward in. We have the progress card. Like I said, we start off with such a freaking bang. And I feel like the universe did that on purpose. Like, remember the good, remember the good, remember the good. Now let's get into the muddy details. Let's get into the stuff that will potentially piss you off and make you want to just say to heck with it. And then let's wrap it back up with, but we have a lot of potential. There's a potential new beginning. And this could be a successful situation. So, like I said, solid yes or no. I'm going with yes. You'll end up together, but realistically, it's an opportunity, and the ball will be in your court. So that is what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy per usual if you want an in-depth tarot reading yourself. And other than that, you guys, that is what I have for you. That was your Paul. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Tiger's Eye Point and the Modern Witch Tarot, this is your reading. So we're going to get into, will you end up together? What's going on between you and your person? Anything we could possibly get. I wasn't even going to pull from this deck quite yet. Usually I like to pick up on the energy. I was just going to give it a little shuffle. But we got the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords here. So I feel like we're at a stalemate. I feel like you're at a stalemate where you're like, I refuse to give any more energy into this situation if this is how it's going to have me feeling. I'm not going to continue to pour love or flirtation or attention, energy into a situation that has me feeling confused or unfulfilled. So usually, like I said, I always like to pull and see like how the other person is feeling first, because you know how you're feeling, but the universe is like, no, we're going to start with how they're feeling, the viewer is feeling. And I feel like you may be feeling confused. I will say, energy is fluid. So when we're doing readings, some energy is going to apply to you. Some energy is going to apply to the other person. You just need to apply it whatever way it goes. So this could be their energy. Oh, goodness. Well, if you're wondering why things seem to be the way that they are, we have the karmic card. So whether or not you're aware of it, there is somewhat of a karmic energy here, or this may be a karmic. Intense lessons in love is what it says at the bottom of the card. Karmic relationships are literally just that, like relationships that are meant to teach you things, reveal things in yourself. In the beginning, karmic situations can feel like twin flame situations, just because karmics, like, I don't know, they like really have a hard time going away. Like karmics just try to stay in the picture as long as they can. They will enter your life time and time and time and time again. Like they never really go away, those karmics. But anyways, we have a messages and date time. Let me brighten up the camera a little bit real quick. Hold on. Just give it a little boost. Cute little boost. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, we have messages and date time. So I feel like this person, the problem may be is that they only hit you up when they want to see you, like on the weekend. Like when you see this person, it feels casual, even though there are likely feelings involved, especially if you're feeling confused or stressed or unfulfilled. There are feelings involved, but the time that they hit you up, like they only hit you up late at night, or they only hit you up when they're bored, like, you know, when they want your attention. Messages are exchanged at the bottom of that. Date time, someone asks for a date. I also feel that as an energy that is coming through, so don't be surprised if this person hits you up like in the next week, like, hey, you know, what's going on with you? Do you want to hang out, you know? Yeah. We got options and distrust, and then we have transformation that came out as well. So I feel like things are getting better, but again, at this point, it's hard for you to be open to and responsive to their energy. Even though when it does hang out, the energy may be getting a little bit better, or you may see that this person is genuinely changing. There is still an energy here where it's like, I don't fully trust you. And I feel like it's because you have other options that you're pursuing, or I'm not at the forefront of importance for you. Unreliability in love is what it says at the bottom of distrust. At the bottom of options, it says many different possibilities. So I feel like this person has options. Perhaps the transformation that's happening is they're trying to commit to one person. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the success card. So I feel like the underlying energy of this situation is going to be positive. Evolution of love is what it says at the bottom of that, but there's still like, it's a process. I feel like you guys are in the transition phase, but on your end, or whoever's end that this applies to, the person who's in 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords energy, you're like at a stalemate. You've already decided, I'm not putting anything else into the situation until it starts to benefit me more. So So, okay, I'm not taking like 20 cards, but what I can see is that there is a transformation that is trying to happen in this situation. Someone's coming out of their ways, like whether it's they're used to having a lot of attention, they're used to being the person that gets to be in the lead of the connection, they're the person that gets like the best end of the stick every time. I feel like they're coming out of that. We have clarity and worry as well. They can see that your energy is shifted. Realization in love and worry, focusing on troubles. Also, this worry card may be your energy with that 9 of Pentacles, but behind the scenes, they're going through a transformation. They're finally getting clarity. I just keep getting this reassuring energy of this situation is changing for the better. The situation is moving in a positive direction. But I definitely feel there is a distrust of this person, of the situation, potentially even of the universe. Like, I'm going to watch this reading, but do I really feel like the universe is going to transform the situation? Nah. We have leveling up in short term, just passing through at the bottom of short term. At the bottom of leveling up, it says a new attitude. So I feel like you guys have a new perspective on this relationship, and I feel like you guys are moving into a space where you are starting to heal from the situation and detach from it. And I feel like that's strengthening the connection. Also, I feel like this is, again, that person's energy. Like they're used to short-term connections, used to having options, but they consistently want to see you. And the fact that they consistently want to see you is bringing them clarity in itself and making them feel like, okay, I want to move forward in a more serious energy, and they're having a level up as well. I don't feel like it's a visual level up. I feel like it's an internal level up where they're changing as a person. Like, you've really made them think differently, feel differently. Oh my God. Every time, like seriously, I swear this is the same. Fine. Oh my God. Are you serious? My guards are like, take it. I swear this is the literal same block of cards that flipped over before. We have the success card that was at the bottom of the deck before, and then we have reconciliation, coming back together in love. I'm already feeling like this is a yes for your group 3. I hope I didn't say group 2. I don't know why I always do that. I always say group 2 for group 3 in these readings. This is definitely group 3, Tiger's Eye, Modern Witch Tarot, but yeah, reconciliation, success. I do feel like you guys are going to be together. This is a love-based connection. Oh my God. Okay, I get it. I get why these cards kept flipping before. Love-based, connection based on love. I definitely feel like this person is realizing there's more to this connection than they were originally willing to admit. We have divorce and apologies. So there was definitely a separation, divorce, end of long-term connections. Like I said, that's that karmic energy. Like it's always like continual. Karmics, a lot of karmics do end up together. Honestly, I feel like karmic connections are most likely to get married. Truly, I really do. Because like, I always see it. I just always see it. I would say like at least, anyways, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I see a lot of karmics end up getting married because, you know, it's like you learn so much through these people, and once you get to that place where it's like, okay, we learned all of our lessons, most people are like, let's tie the freaking knot. Like, let's just enjoy our connection now. So anyways, we have apologies. Admitting faults is what it says at the bottom of that card. At the bottom of divorce, it says end of long-term connection. So I feel like this person, you guys are having a reconciliation. They're apologizing for the role that they played in your relationship and apologizing for the splitting up. Oh, we got humility and playa. Now, I don't see this combination very often at all. They're admitting that they were someone who liked to play the field, someone who had options, someone who was weighing those options and potentially hurting you. They're taking responsibility for the fact that you changed in your energy. I feel like it's hard to move forward when your energy is cold to them, when they're finally ready, because they're finally ready and they're finally at this place where they want to move forward. It's like they can easily kind of, you know, like for an example, like if you smoke cigarettes every day, once you hit that 3-week mark after not smoking, it's like, okay, I can really hold off. It's easier. But if you get like heavy temptation, like person after person after person asking you, oh, you want to square, you know, versus like someone being like, oh, they haven't smoked in 3 years, you know what I mean? Those are two different levels of willpower there. Like, even though you're in a pretty good place, this person, they're in a pretty good place, I feel like, okay, that's the struggle. Like the reconciliation itself is the struggle, but I feel like after we get beyond that, just a few months time, it'll be pretty much smooth sailing. But I love this. They're taking responsibility. Humility, selfless is not always. So I do feel like they're admitting, I'm the reason that the energy is shifted in this connection. I'm the reason that the energy is shifted in you because of all the games that I played. I was being a player. Someone likes to play the field is what it says at the bottom of that one. I feel like they're taking responsibility, like, okay, this is, we're where we are because of me. And then we got soulmate and baggage, leftovers from past connections. So, you know, like a lot of situations, the reason why things are the way they are likely because of someone else and what they did affecting the situation. Soulmate, harmonic soul union is what it says at the bottom of that one. So we got soulmate and freaking karmic. My goodness. I definitely feel an evolution in this situation, and we have walls up and stubborn. So I feel like for you guys, they're really going to have to honestly lay it on thick and definitely apologize if they want back in your life. Guarded interaction is what it says at the bottom of walls up. At the bottom of stubborn, it says unchanging attitude. So I feel like, yeah, Four of Pentacles, the energy that I saw you guys in the beginning, it's like, I'm not changing my tune. I'm not opening back up to the situation until I know that it's going to be worthwhile, till I know that this person isn't going to try to hurt me. But I definitely do see them coming back, and I do see them apologizing. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, they're coming back and they're so sure. Two of Wands in reverse, they're not trying to entertain other connections. They're not trying to have their Kate and Edith too. They're not trying to, you know, play the field like that. Queen of Pentacles, they really want one person. I feel that this person is ready to settle down, truly. And this is the hookup, the hang up, really. We got the Everything is Fine card, which is the Ten of Swords in this deck. Everything is not fine, and we're going to have to talk about it. We're going to have to talk about how you made me feel that way. We're going to have to work through, okay, we're going to have to put this to bed, the past. We're going to have to put the past to bed, but we are going to have to acknowledge it. And I feel like they're sincerely ready to do that. I mean, seriously, admitting that they have been a player in the past, apologizing, addressing the split, realizing that this is a love-based connection, coming back for a reconciliation, and there being success this time is honestly a complete 180. We got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so low-key, you know, you do want things to work out. So let's see what else we get. Will you end up together? Honestly, I do feel like you will. Queen of Wands came out again, and if you don't, it'll be oh, I didn't even see this card flip too. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, that's an offer. Ace of Swords in reverse is throwing me off. I'm going to see what that's about. But Queen of Wands, they see you as their Queen of Wands. You know, they see you as their Queen of Pentacles, the person that they want to move forward with, the person that they want to make an offer to, they want to try. And, yeah, what in the world? Ace of Wands is about communication too. Sorry, Ace of Swords is about communication. So you guys may be in a no contact right now. This may be a no contact situation, and then all of a sudden Ace of Wands, they're coming through super quick, unexpected, kind of throwing you off a little bit, giving you all sorts of communication and all sorts of energy, and it's just like, oh my God. Okay, we got 3 aces. Everybody just remain, everybody just slow down. There's a lot going on, okay? We got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups back to back to back. So I feel like this person is leading with their heart. They're leading with passion, and they're leading with love, genuine, you know, stability and empathy. They're being very empathetic, being very understanding. They're not judging you, like, in terms of how you're feeling and what your response is. Ace of Swords in reverse is an energy of them being like, I'm just going to take whatever you have on the chin, like whatever way you're reacting to me coming into your life, trying to have a new beginning with you. I'm just going to take that for what it is. I'm not going to try to control the situation. I'm not going to try to control our conversation. I'm just going to let you say what you need to say. Oh, I didn't realize. Six of Swords got flipped over. What is going to happen between them? What is going to happen? Wow. Oh my God, we have a true pair. We have a true pair. King of Wands came out. That's a true pair. That's a karmic if I ever seen it. That's a soulmate connection if I ever seen it. I mean, it's a true pair. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is a situation that has a lot of potential. Honestly, we can move forward, especially with this. With this Three of Cups in reverse, them putting like any sort of third party situations to bed is exactly what we want to see. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse, honestly, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, they're not perfect. They've transformed, but it's a level up. We got the level up card too. It's a level up. It's not like this person is totally different. They're still stubborn. They still have their baggage or the things about them that you're not going to love, and vice versa. Like, you know, I definitely feel like this situation stressed you out to the point where you're like, I'm never going to allow myself to feel that way again. I'm never going to allow myself to be in that position again for a relationship. I'm not going to stress out the way I have. I'm not going to do this. Like, if you want to be with me, it truly has to be different. We got the Emperor in reverse and the Star. So I don't feel like they're trying to control you or the situation. But they do have a goal in mind. They want this to go a certain way. This is going to be unexpected as far as them coming back. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords. Honestly, this is a situation that you gave up on. A situation that you stopped paying attention to, especially in the 3D. With this Devil in reverse, they may still come up in your dreams, or you may find yourself like feeling sad one day, not really knowing why. And it's because of the energy shifting in this situation. But I feel like ultimately you decided to let it go for your own mental health. Like, I feel like you guys got to a point where you feel like, I can't allow this situation to stress me out anymore. I can't worry about this anymore. Yeah, literally, we got the health card. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You guys may have, like, you know, your roommate has started to get a mess. You may have started to feel unmotivated, and this situation isn't what completely led you there, but I definitely feel like there were some huge triggers in this situation that caused that shift in your life to make you kind of like spiral a little bit into a darker space where it's like you stop taking care of yourself as much, and now I feel like you're finally on an uptick and you're looking back like that will never happen again. And then that's where the apprehension is coming from. Let me get some water. The resistance, you're not fully trusting this, not fully feeling like you want to really go back down this path. Yeah. I mean, fair. There's a lot of, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I may be a little bit desensitized to it just because I'm a reader and I'm always reading into this kind of energy. I forget what it truly feels like to be in this place. And I've only been in this place twice in my life. And, you know, it's kind of like childbirth, you know? It's so traumatizing that your body literally forgets the actual birth. And you just remember, like, the baby and the new experience. Like, it's so traumatizing, you kind of black it out. I feel like this is a lot darker than we're touching on here, but we don't need to because you guys are honestly trying to change. Yeah, we got the Freedom card. You guys are honestly trying to change. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness is what it says at the bottom of that one. This card keeps wanting to come out with it. And honestly, I feel like at this time, what's being asked of you is that you have empathy, you know, for this person. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation is what it says at the bottom of that card. Some of you guys may be done with it. That's the thing. Karmic, even soulmate connections, especially karmic though, they can make or break you, you know? Some people feel like, all right, let's get married after we did all this. I'm not going to start over with someone else and risk going through a bunch of BS with another person. Like, let's tie the knot. And then some people are like, I am so good on that. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. And I feel like you guys are a little closer to that end of the spectrum than the positive side. But I don't know, you guys. I would say give it a try. Will you guys end up together? I would say yes, honestly. Because I do feel like at the end of the day, you are a true pair, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. And I feel like once you see the change that this person has gone through, that's going to make it a bit easier for you to try again. We see that you're on a brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. A situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. No freaking way. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that we're working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. So honestly, the ball's going to be on your court. If you're done, you're all tuckered out from the fight and you want to move the heck on, like, you'll be able to do that. And you'll at least get closure because this person is coming back with an apology, and they're taking responsibility for what they've done, and they're being, you know, humble about it. You know, we have the humility card, like they're exposing themselves, like they're speaking out loud, like, these are the things that I done, this is how I made you feel. They're taking full responsibility. So I mean, that's a great energy. Don't allow any, the second one says, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or to take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less other than they deserve. So the universe is saying, this time we're going to have boundaries. Even if you do move forward and this person is changed, you still have to show up for yourself. Beyond what anyone else could do for you or how anyone else can treat you, you still have to be your first line of defense, because you are your first line of defense, you know? And the universe is saying, if you do choose to proceed, remember who you are and you do not forget it again. And I feel like this situation put a real bad taste in your mouth, but one thing that you can say that you did take away from this situation, Four of Pentacles, you have a lot more inner strength, and you know, and I resonate with this energy so much because I've been here. I will never allow someone to treat me the way that this person has treated me. So I don't think that's going to happen, but the universe is reminding you, for those of you who, because when this person comes back, there's a little bit of a swoon energy, like you have never seen them this way, never seen them this vulnerable, like seeing a player, like this is like imagine like your celebrity crush, you know, your celebrity crush that can have anyone that they want. Imagine them absolutely melting for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna make you swoon a little bit, and it's gonna be unexpected to see this person like that you've experienced in such a different way be so different. So the universe is telling you, okay, don't be completely swooned, but here's an opportunity. So yeah, you guys, that's what I have for you. You can hit me up per usual on Etsy. My Etsy link is in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Other than that, that is what I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose pile 4 with the clear quartz point and the star tarot, this is your reading. We're gonna get into, will you end up together? I gotta say, every pile today has been completely different. Pile 1 was, you know, super deep. Pile 2 was a bit of a roller coaster. Pile 3 was freaking different. So I am coming in, no thoughts, head empty, no expectations, and we're just gonna see how this is gonna go. But I'm hoping to get into how your person is feeling, what's really going on. Will you guys end up together, of course, and like hoping to get a good amount of details. So okay, fine. I will take them all, but it is seriously a lot. Funny. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's just start here. So first of all, we have waiting and breadcrumbs. Hold on. Something looks weird with the camera. I just want to make sure it's not. I want to make sure it's like actually recording. And it is. But so we have waiting and breadcrumbs, time spent in expectation, and then breadcrumbs, giving just a little bit. So I feel like this person had been breadcrumbing you, and for the most part, you had been pretty patient for it. Now, things got a little spicy because we have new crush. Someone has a crush is what it says at the bottom of this card. So there may be someone new that you're crushing on. You may have even intended to tap into their energy for this reading, but this old person that you were holding out for until this new person came into the picture, honestly, that's who you would have picked for a reading like this, you know, to see how things were going to play out, if you guys were going to end up together. But now there's this new person in the mix, and look at this. We got just desserts. Karma, karma, karma is what it says at the bottom of this card. So I do feel like this person is getting their karma, whereas before They had you guys kind of honestly feeling absolutely miserable. There may have been an actual triangle, like a love triangle happening, like a third party situation, or they may have just been playing the field and it made you absolutely miserable because you felt like they would give other people time and attention, or more time and attention that they were giving you. They were breadcrumbing you, but at the same time still kind of keeping you, you know, hanging on to them, giving you and telling you just enough to make you stay there. And you wanted to be patient because to some degree you did see the potential, but now there's a new crush in the mix. Someone's crushing on you. It could be a secret admirer. We have the spying card, which is the card that I saw when it first flipped over, and I was like, ooh, I immediately assumed it would have been that person, but you know, there could be new love coming in for you. So for those of you wondering like, this new love coming in, it definitely is, but I feel like this was a messy situation and they're getting karma in some way, somehow, which is another question you guys may have. Are they going to see any sort of karma for what they did to you? Absolutely. And hopefully we can see some of that just to kind of get in their business a little bit from the spread. But discomfort and love at the bottom of misery. Other people are involved at the bottom of triangle. So they were definitely playing the field. We have low standards and balance, so I do feel like this is a learning experience for you. At the bottom of low standards, it says accepting whatever comes. At the bottom of balance, it says walking the middle path. So like I said, I do feel like this is a learning experience for you. This may have been the first time you had been breadcrumbed, or perhaps this person gave you so much confirmation, like they're a good communicator, but you were realizing like what you had out of this relationship wasn't matching up to what they were saying. So it, you know, I feel like this may have confused you. This may have been, like I said, the first time you experienced this, or this person may have just really been good at, you know, the games that they were playing. But tapping in here, I do feel like to some degree you did have lower standards, and the universe was teaching you to be vulnerable for the person who deserves it, not just to anyone who comes around, and, you know, take what you can see you're getting from this relationship versus like what this person is telling you that they'll give you, and etc., etc. Interesting. I'm like, why are they watching if they're so if they're such a player? We have the playa card, and then spying that came out, secretly collecting information. They're definitely watching your social media, watching you low-key, trying to see if you're still into them, the kinds of things you're posting, paying attention to like your captions. I feel like they're paying attention to every little detail, trying to see like what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your energy is like. If you're hung up on them, if you seem to move on, like they're paying attention. Definitely watching your page. At the bottom of playa, it says someone likes to play the field. So I feel like this person is noticing. I feel like this is the kind of person that reasons away anything that they do in their head. Like, you know, they don't see themselves as someone who's emotionally attached to you. They'll reason it away like, oh, I'm just a little messy, like I want to see what they're doing. They won't think of it like, oh, maybe I'm so curious about what they're doing because I have strong feelings for them. Like I feel like they kind of like, it's giving a little bit delulu, a little delusional, a little bit there, like, okay, buddy. But at the end of the day, there's definitely something brewing here. I can't quite put my finger on it, so we're going to move into tarot. But we have preparing, doing inner work, and soulmate. Harmonic soul union is what it says at the bottom of that one. So I feel like, ooh, now that's some tea. You know, to be honest, ooh, because we have daytime and confidence. I feel like this situation may have been preparing you for your soulmate, which is this new person coming through, and this person is ending up with egg on their face with that just desserts. They're getting karma. I definitely feel like a situation where the dynamic is shifting, you guys. We're gonna get into the tarot in a second. But I feel like they tried to play that with you, and the universe is coming through like, you're going to get your just desserts. Like, ooh. You know, it was a test in a way. Like, you can be expanded, you can grow, you can have a good connection, or you can end up with karma, and you can learn that that is not the way you treat people. That's not the way you treat connections. And I feel like they tried to play this situation how they usually play romantic situations, and now they're getting their just desserts. Because daytime and confidence is like you kind of getting your groove back, to be honest. And it's like, I just feel like the energy is going up from here. It's just like brewing in a positive direction. We have playful intentions. And honestly, I feel like That's their energy, just having some fun. Like, they just wanted to play with you. They just wanted something fun. And it's like, now you're getting treated by this new person. The new person may not be here quite yet. Wow. As soon as I broke the deck, I had the Queen of Cups there. The new person may not quite be in your life yet, but if they're not, they're going to be here really, really soon. A new crush coming in for you that's going to take you on dates, like take you out, going to help build your confidence. And it's just like, you know, this person, they just kind of wanted to play with you. They were just like a time waster. And oh, not Judgment in reverse, not the World card in reverse. Oh my god. Dang, that's messed up. If you know tarot, then you know that the Judgment card is an opportunity to be set free, but it's also kind of like an energy of the Day of Reckoning. You know what I mean? Like, being held accountable for everything that you've done. And as the scales balance, you will be paid accordingly. You know, your karma will be dealt. There's positive karma. There's positive karma. There's negative karma. And with the World card in reverse, big yikes. I feel like this person really played themselves out of, even if you guys weren't meant to be together, I feel like they played themselves out of the way that their life could have gone in a positive direction. Like, say this person really was just in your life to get you prepared for your soulmate, your true love. They still didn't have to, it still didn't have to end this way, because this is having a ripple effect on the way that their life is going to be moving forward, you know? Strength card in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is an offer coming in. Strength card is definitely a bit of pain here, though. I feel like you're a bit apprehensive to anyone that comes in. Like, you're not super excited and, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and optimistic. You're just kind of like trying to see people for who they are, trying to take it as they come. Like, I don't know, I just feel like you're a bit apprehensive here. Ten of Swords in reverse. Honestly, if I had to say, will you end up with this person, I would say no. We have the Six of Wands here, though. So that is an energy of you kind of moving on with your life and soaring. I mean, that's an energy of you getting right here to that star. Wish fulfillment, which is funny because the Star card did come out, but she came out in reverse. So again, I don't feel like you're going to end up with this person, but two things here. This person is either going to come back begging to you and you're going to deny them, or you're just going to move on with your life, forget about this person, block them so they can't even talk to you if they wanted to, and still move on with your new life and explore this new connection. That's how I see things going. Very much so not in their favor. But what I will say is this isn't completely over. We have the Death card in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. They are going to try to keep this relationship going. If you're still very much so dealing with this person, trying to figure out what this energy is, and you haven't got all the way to this point where you're feeling like bottom of the barrel, like you're miserable here, I do feel like it's gonna go there. That's the beauty about tarot, you know. But once you know it's set to happen, you can, you know, interfere and you know, make a move that would lead you in a different direction. But I do feel like this is the natural kind of order of things. Okay, we got the Four of Swords in reverse, Death in reverse. I feel like they're going to try to keep you hanging. I feel like they're going to try to keep breadcrumbing you, giving you just enough. And the way that this person breadcrumbs, it is very confusing, because typically when you think of breadcrumbing, you think of someone telling you just enough, giving just enough. But I feel like with this person, it's more like hot and cold. They have days where they give you a lot of attention, where when they're intimate with you, they seem really passionate, really into it. They say things that are really deep, and, you know, they cuddle you, they hold you, they want to talk to you, all of that. And then the next day, ice cold. Or the next day, they're flippant, or they just act totally differently. Like, you know, one day they're super, super cuddly. One day they're roasting you all day to the point where it's like, okay, like, my feelings are actually getting hurt here. Like, I feel like that's the way they breadcrumb you. It's not in a traditional way where they just consistently give you just enough. It's like one day they give you a whole lot, the next day they give you just the bare minimum or just something different. So it like really throws you off. What are the other messages? Yeah, Eight of Cups. Ultimately, I do feel like you'll end up walking away from the situation. Honestly, if you want to, we can tap into, I'm talking like you guys can respond, like this is live. Honestly, if you want to get into like this new person and what that's going to be like, we can jump in, because we got the Eight of Cups, you guys, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Eventually, I see you walking away from the situation because you've decided that it doesn't give you what you want, doesn't give you what you need, doesn't give you enough. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, that's you seeing your worth and realizing that what they're paying you is extremely under your value. You know, the energetic exchange is not equal or even. And this is what you deserve, you know. We got the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then it came out with the Devil in reverse. You know, these are two different energies. King of Cups, someone who's ready, someone who treats you well, someone who actually takes you on dates. They take you out. They want to spend time with you. They want to get to know you. They want you to talk. I feel like you guys may have felt like you had a throat chakra block when it came to this person. Like, it's always felt like you have a frog in your throat, like you can't really fully communicate what it is you want, what it is you need, what, you know, you can't communicate how you feel because this person doesn't seem receptive. It seems like a wasted time, or this person always blows up, or they just don't take it well. It seems like every time you say something, there's a negative reaction, or like there's a shift in energy, and then it goes for the worst. Like, they may take the conversation well, but then they start, oh, and I feel like this person may, yeah, we shouldn't mess with each other. I hate when frickin' people do that. I hate when they say, yeah, you're right, you should just leave me alone. You should just let go of me. Instead of like, that's definitely taking an easy way out. That's so cheap to be like, yeah, we just shouldn't be together. I'm a horrible person. You know what I mean? Like, let's actually talk in depth. Like, save the martyr self-talk, like negative self-talk. It doesn't get us further anywhere, and I feel like this person may do that. But Nine of Pentacles in reverse, not very much to offer you, and the Devil card in reverse. I'm going to get some advice on this situation, and then I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to pull for the new person, honestly, because I don't want to just keep beating the dead horse, especially for those of you who still, like, your feelings are heavily involved. Like, Five of Wands in reverse, a lot of you haven't reached this point in the connection, but you know, as time goes on, a miracle can always happen. The future can always change, you know, just remember that. Take it with a grain of salt. But this is what I'm seeing. And I don't want to beat the dead horse for those of you who are very much so still energetically connected here, because I've been here and it doesn't feel good. But I do want to get some advice and then pull for the new person for those of you who aren't interested. Because I feel like I'm just getting, I mean, we got a whole spread here, you know, and I'm kind of just getting the same thing. All right, let's see. So this is the first one we got. If your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish and always welcome in abundance in all forms of your life. So I feel like you guys, a lot of you are really like dead set on being with this person. And like I said, the future can always change. I've done spreads like this where it's like, okay, that person went through something traumatic and they had an awakening, or that person, you know, had lost a loved one. And usually it's something like dramatic. It really is. And they realize like how much they need to cherish the relationships in their life. People can change. They can. So again, you know, maybe we'll do this reading again, like in the future, to tap in. But you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You're not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. So you may be attaching to this situation because maybe all your friends are in relationships, or maybe this is like your friend. Okay, so I feel like some of you have a friend that is in a relationship, and the person that they're in a relationship with linked you to this person. Like, this is your friend's partner's friend. And that's what's making you want to stay here, that everyone your age is getting married, or everyone your age is getting in a relationship, or all of your friends are in relationships, and you don't want to be the odd one out that always seems to be struggling in relationships. But the universe is saying, you are the bar, no one else. The way other people live their life is not connected to yours. Don't stay in a situation that you don't want to be in, or a situation that's hurting you due to outside pressures and expectations. And then this one says, look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you've achieved so far. It's okay to acknowledge your weakness, but keep in mind that they do not define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. So the universe is saying, even if you've experienced, because I feel like a lot of people get in this hole where it's like they experience bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, and then automatically they assume that they're the problem, when it just truly isn't always the case. It really isn't. So let me see if I can pick up on this energy that's coming in. Universe, can I get a few cards on the new crushes energy, please? New crushes. Oh. The new person's energy. Oh my goodness. We have a leg up. This is someone who can help you move forward in life. This is someone who wants to see you at your best. This isn't someone who wants to see you broken and crying and sick over them all the time. This is someone who has the ability to help you get to the next level. Someone who does want to move forward. Maybe they're marriage minded, in a marriage direction or in a long-term relationship direction. We had the King of Cups that came out, representing their energy from the tarot. So this is someone who wants to move forward, someone who wants to help you, someone who wants to see you all, you know, together, whole, not to see you broken and hurt, you know. Tapping into their energy. Yeah, and that's to be expected, to be honest. We have thinker, fork in the road, and TikTok. So some of you guys are on the fence about whether you even want to, I don't know. I just think it's too soon. Too soon in the connection to see how things will finally play out. And too soon for some of you to think about getting excited about a new relationship. To be honest, that's just the truth. Like, I can see it here reflected in the cards. Fork in the road, thinker. I feel like you've already been thinking a little bit or toying with the idea. Like someone else came into your mind recently and that kind of threw you off or made you a bit uncomfortable. Or something you've been thinking about. Like, usually you would fantasize about, you know, different what's the word I'm looking for? Not circumstances, but that's kind of the same energy. You would imagine different like circumstances with this person in different ways that your future can play out, like different scenarios type of thing, you know. Typically it was always this person you thought about, but there was someone new that creeped into your mind. Maybe not someone you know, but like the idea of someone new recently, and that kind of threw you off, and you've already been thinking about, I wonder what I want to do in this situation. But TikTok, I just feel like you haven't fully made up your mind yet. I feel like you guys are already in a fork in the road though with the thinker card. Like, do I want to keep on with this one, or do I want to move on? We have poised and yang. So what I can say is this new person is a professional. They do embody yang energy. The thing about yang is like when you see the yin and yang symbol, yang is the black side, you know. Yang is that masculine side, and it can be very dominating, but in a good way. This is someone who's gone through it. This is someone who can be a little bit mysterious as well, but someone who definitely embodies divine masculine energy. And we have the poised card. I feel like they're a professional. I feel like they have goals and dreams that they're trying to pursue, or they're already making money in their field. Someone who looks good, someone who's methodical, very professional, someone who's poised, someone who's like wants the best for themselves, want more for themselves. So tapping in here, you guys, like this is the new person. Like I said, I can see where some of you guys aren't ready for that. So that's what we have, okay? If I had to say a solid yes or no based off of this spread, I would say no, you won't end up together. But like I said, from a standpoint of a reader, someone who's seen energy change time and time again as different things happen in people's lives, this is not set in stone. So, but that is what I have for you. That is everything as it came up for me, okay? You can always hit me up on Etsy so we can get specific to your situation, but that was your reading. I'll talk to you soon.